What if I told you that the majestic albatross holds urgent warnings about our emotional intelligence that we can't afford to ignore? Imagine witnessing an albatross gliding effortlessly above the waves. It's breathtaking, but beneath that beauty lays a troubling truth. Misinterpreting their behavior could lead us to overlook critical aspects of our own emotional understanding. Picture this: an albatross in flight appears calm, but what if that tranquility conceals a deeper emotional struggle? This isn't just about birds, it's a stark reminder of how we often misread emotional cues in ourselves and others. Consider how frequently we misinterpret a friend's silence as agreement or a colleague's frown as dislike. Just like the albatross, emotional signals can be complex and nuanced, and misreading them can have serious consequences. Imagine it being in a tough conversation, responding to a neutral tone, believing it's safe. But what if you're missing vital signs of discomfort? This misreading can cloud your emotional intelligence and jeopardize your connections. The stakes are high. You might think you are forging bonds when, in reality, you are creating distance due to a simple misunderstanding. The albatross serves as a critical warning about this pitfall. We often admire their effortless grace, but what if we learned more from their struggles? Each glide could prompt us to reflect on our own interactions. The albatross acts as a mirror, urging us to confront our emotional blind spots. The next time you see one, question not just its behavior but also your own reactions. Ignoring these warning signs can lead to isolation and misunderstanding. So, what can we do? Start by truly observing not just the albatross but also the emotions around you. Take a moment. Breathe. Ask questions. The unsettling truth is that emotional intelligence requires as much listening as it does expressing. Reflect on how often you might have missed the deeper currents in your conversations. Like the albatross, you may be soaring high, but now it's time to dive deeper into understanding. Imagine standing on a windswept cliff, gazing at the endless blue sky. Suddenly, an albatross glides down, its wings stretching wider than you can imagine. Wings stretching. But what if I told you this magnificent bird holds a surprising truth beneath its elegant surface? Many admire the albatross, Yet few recognize the hidden stress signals in its behavior. This isn't just about birds, it highlights something significant about our emotional intelligence is something many of us overlook. Misinterpreting an albatross actions can have serious consequences. When we observe these birds, we often miss their subtle cues, which can affect how we perceive emotions and interactions in our own lives. Picture yourself at a gathering, noticing a friend who seems distant. You might brush it off as indifference. But what if that friend is expressing the same stress signals as an albatross? This misinterpretation could strain your relationship without you even realizing it. Every flutter of their wings or dip in their flight path tells a story, yet we frequently overlook these details. This isn't just about birds, it's about how we connect or fail to connect with those around us. The emotional consequences can be significant. Misinterpretation leads to misunderstanding, which can result in isolation. What if someone in your life is quietly reaching out for help, but you're misreading their signals? Think back to a moment when you felt misunderstood. Perhaps it was during a tough time when you needed support but faced confusion instead. That's the risk we take when we ignore the subtleties of behavior, both in albatrosses and ourselves. Now, imagine it truly grasping these signals. What if you could decode the emotional language of those around you? By recognizing stress signals, whether in albatrosses or your friends, you could build stronger connections and enrich your emotional landscape. As we navigate this intricate web of communication, keep the albatross in mind. Reflect on whether there are signs in your own life that you've been missing. Next time you encounter someone who seems off, take a moment to pause and ask yourself what you might be overlooking. This simple awareness could change everything. So, what's the takeaway? The world is filled with signals waiting to be understood. Don't let the albatross fly by unnoticed. Pay attention, connect deeply, and you might uncover a new depth to your relationships. If you found this perspective thought-provoking, consider exploring more. There's a whole world of insights waiting for you, just beyond the horizon. What if I told you that how we interpret albatross behavior might actually steer us away from truly understanding our own emotions? Surprising, right? But stick with me. Most people view albatrosses as stunning birds gracefully gliding over the ocean. Yet, there's a deeper layer to their seemingly simple actions. What if these birds could actually help us enhance our emotional intelligence? Imagine this: you are on a serene beach, watching these majestic creatures soar effortlessly above the waves. Their grace is captivating. But what if their behavior is more complex than it seems? What if the signals they display are often misread, impacting our grasp of human emotions? Let's pause for a moment. When you hear emotional intelligence, what comes to mind? Many would mention empathy, self-awareness, or communication. But what if we're missing something crucial? Albatrosses, with their intricate mating rituals and social interactions, reveal subtleties we often overlook. Consider this: an albatross mates for life, showcasing loyalty and commitment. Yet, their courtship displays might be mistaken for mere flapping and playful antics. If we misinterpret these behaviors, we could draw the wrong lessons for our own relationships. Each misread gesture could lead us to misunderstand our emotional experiences. Picture sitting across from a friend, trying to connect, but their body language sends a different message. You might think they're closed off, but what if they're expressing themselves in a way you don't recognize? The signs are there, just like with the albatross. The stakes are high, and the risks of misinterpretation can significantly affect our personal lives. As we explore this further, let's consider the hidden consequences. Could our misunderstandings of albatross